all about winning. Who wants to be second place? You got to ask yourself, do I want to go on to the final round, or do I just want to settle for a buttload of car wax?
Very distressing, but if you get an ace, it can be very interesting on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome to Card Sharks. Yeah, it can be very interesting. This might not be interesting to you. I hope it is, but it's very interesting to us. This is show number 300 of Card Sharks, and we thank you for your support in making it 300. I hope we go a lot longer. I'd also like to thank Esther Scarlatta of Chicago, Illinois, who watches us on WMAQ-TV, Channel 5 for that opening poem. And now let's get to the cards. Janice and Lois, if you will, load in the cards. We're setting up for the tiebreaker with these Card Sharks. Margie Patrick, our champion. Hi, Margie.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Now, you've been with us for a couple of shows, and you've told us that you have a couple of children. You haven't told us anything about the children, though.
Well, I have a daughter who's 17, and she's going to be a future female airline pilot. And I have a son who's 13, and he's going to be a 1984 Olympian in swimming.
Oh, yes? How do you know that?
Well, I know he's working on it now. And I know Patty's working on it now. So Jimmy and Patty are going to, yeah, they're very determined.
That's nice. That's nice. We wish them well, and we wish you well. As we do, too, to the challenger, Nancy Bickel. Bickle, I beg your pardon, Nancy. Nice to see you again.
Yes.
And won't you again tell us about yourself? We only met you in the one show.
Okay, my name is Nancy Bickle. I'm 23 years old, a graduate of UCLA with a Bachelor of Arts in Theater. And I'm student teaching creative drama to blind children, and I like all contact sports.
I wouldn't touch that. That's nice, Nancy.
Thank
Do you
you.
play or watch contact sports?
Touch football.
Touch football. Well, that's a contact sport. But you work with blind children.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That must be very satisfying.
It is.
Good. Well, happy to have you back here.
Thank
Let's
you.
see now. We left off. We play the best two games out of three. Each of you have one game. And so now we're going with the tiebreaker with just 3 cards up there and 3 questions. And very quickly, we're going to find out who gets a crack at the big money. As we start the tiebreaker, we left off with the question going to you, Margie. Margie, we asked 100 people in Plains, Georgia, would you object if your daughter married a Yankee? How many people in Plains said, yeah, they'd object?
I'm Southern, and I know that the war still is being fought in some places, but I think that's probably going to be a high number.
How many would object?
Would not, okay.
No, how many would object?
How many would object?
That's right.
I think that's going to be a low number, and I think it's probably going to be 20.
Margie says 20 out of 100 people in Plains, Georgia would object if their daughter married a Yankee.
Well, I'm not Southern, but I think that might be a little bit higher if they were given the... No, okay, higher. I heard the ding, so I better go with it.
You're not locked into it, and you can change it if you'd like. We certainly would never want to get the wrong... Do you want to go higher than 20, or do you want to go lower than 20?
I'll stick with it. First impression,
Listen,
higher.
There was a certain decisiveness about that ding. And
Boy,
Nancy,
this is
that was...
tough, I'll tell you.
All right, this will decide who gets control of that board now. The actual number of people in Plains who would object if their daughter married a Yankee is 16. It is not higher. Margie. And Margie gets the first look at her base card in the tiebreaker. A 5.
I'm going to keep that card, and I'm going to go higher.
Keeping the 5. Is this card higher? No, a 4 is not higher. And Nancy gets a free chance to play a 9.
Oh, I'm going to change that
You
card.
cannot change it. You did not win the
I'm
question.
Sorry. Okay. Higher.
Going a little against the odds. She says higher. No, it's not higher. Neither player could advance. Janice fills in the spaces with the next cards off the top of the deck. Nancy, the question to you. Nancy, we asked 100 senior citizens. Were you born in a hospital or were you born at home? How many senior citizens said they were born at home?
Oh, my. Senior citizens. I think that's going to be a high number. Born in hospitals?
How many were born at home?
Oh, how many were born at home? Okay. I think that's going to be a high number because No, I'm sorry. It's going to be a low number because most people are going to be born in hospitals no matter what. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay.
Why'd you give us a low number, Nancy?
A low number is going to be 30.
30. Nancy says 30 out of 100 were born at home.
No, I think it must be higher. Even some of my relatives were born at home. I was born at home. I think it's going to be
You say higher.
higher.
The actual number of senior citizens who were born at home is 75. It is much higher. Margie, you're still looking at a 5.
I'm going to change that card.
This time she'll change it. Is she making a good change? Yes, with a 4.
I'm going to say higher.
Higher than a 4. A 7.
Higher.
She's going to go for it. If this is higher, Margie has the championship for the win. No. And Nancy gets a free chance again to play off the 9 and
Gotta
call
pay
this.
the rest of my rent. Okay, it's going to be lower.
This time she goes with the odds. And it's not. It is another 9. Again, no one could advance. We are down to sudden death in the tiebreaker. It could not be closer. Margie, we asked 113-year-old boys, very simply, have you ever left your footprint in fresh cement? How many 13-year-old boys said yes, they have?
I have a 13-year-old son, and if he could find it, he'd do it. But I think it's going to be a low number because it's hard to find. So I think probably 15.
15 out of 113-year-old boys have left their footprints in fresh cement.
Because it's right there. You know, why not stick your foot in it?
So you say higher.
It's higher.
The actual number of 13-year-old boys who've left their footprint in fresh cement is 26. It's higher. Nancy.
Change that card.
Now, Nancy, let me explain the options to you first. It is sudden death. With a 9, you can change it if you'd like and try to play these 2 cards, or you can force Margie to play off the 4 and call these 2 cards. You've got control. Play it or pass it.
I'm going to play.
You're going to play it.
And change the card.
And this is a big change for Nancy. The 9 becomes a king. You need them both. One
Good
mistake,
card.
Margie wins.
I'm going lower.
She says lower than a king. It is a queen.
Lower.
If this is lower, we have a new champion. If it is not, Margie wins it for the win. Yes, it's lower. Nancy wins it. And Margie, you're leaving us with $300. Our
Thank you. It's been fun.
Good luck with the kids. They're
Thank
trying
you.
for
They're
big
super
ambitions.
kids.
I wish them well.
Oh,
Thank you, Margie. Margie Patrick. Nancy, come on down here. Nancy Bickle. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
You said you're a tap dancer?
Yes, I am.
Want to do a little 2-step while they go to the commercial here?
No,
Do I-
2-step?
No, but you go ahead. I'll try. We'll be right back after this commercial, gang. I think I'd rather watch it.
Every 24 hours, you get a whole new chance to take on the world. Get yourself ready with Carnation Instant Breakfast. So delicious. With 21 vitamins and minerals and the energy you need to rise and shine all day. Carnation Instant Breakfast from Nestle. Great days start here.
Hiya, son.
Hi, Dad.
I'm off to work now.
Okay, Dad.
With complete 24-hour service, Geico Auto Insurance starts working on your claim immediately.
Be careful with her.
We'll get you back in your car quickly, so you won't have to rely on alternate transportation. Geico Direct. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Deck and patio owners, stop struggling with that hot, glaring summer sun or sudden showers. Now you can control the weather on your deck or patio, rain or shine, with the easy-to-use and affordable Sunsetter retractable awning. To get the whole Sunsetter story, call toll-free and receive this exciting video absolutely free. You'll discover why Sunsetter is like adding a whole extra outdoor room to your home, creating a comfortable shaded retreat on sunny days and an outdoor shelter when the weather turns uncooperative. You'll also find out just how easy the Sunsetter is to use, opening and closing in less than 30 seconds, and how our 7-layer awning fabric was designed to be carefree and completely waterproof. So isn't it time you started enjoying your deck or patio more, rain or shine? Call for your free Sunsetter video today.
To receive your free video and brochure on the Sunsetter retractable awning, including details on a special savings offer on now, plus our 60-day no-risk home trial, call 1-800-732-7997. That's 1-800-732-7997. Call now.
Paying bills has been difficult since my husband got hurt. Bill collectors called day and night. We thought of bankruptcy, but then a friend told us about Garden State.
Garden State is a non-profit agency that works with your creditors to make an affordable payment plan for all your bills.
After speaking with our counselor, we saved thousands of dollars in interest. Thank you, Garden State.
Get your bills together and call now for your free consultation. We can help you get out of debt. Call 1-800-99-BILLS.
I think I'm finally getting it. That's enough of that. Sure, you can go on. It's easy for you. You're young. You could do it forever. You ready to go for the big money?
Oh, I'm so ready right now.
Good. Let's get to the money cards. Come on, Nancy. All righty. Janice and Lois will start dealing out the money cards as we give you $200 of new money on the bottom line. These 3 cards, bet them as you will. When you move up to the second level, we'll give you another $200 of betting money. 3 more cards. Minimum bets, remember, $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet. There, you must risk at least half the money. Good luck, Nancy. Relax. Think about it now. Let's do well. Here's $200. You can, of course, change your base card on each of the 3 levels if you need to. And, Nancy, you'll start off with $200 and an ace.
Oh, wonderful card. All of it lower.
$200, the whole thing, that this card is lower than an ace. It is with a jack.
Good. Okay. All of it lower.
How much, Nancy?
All of it
All of it
lower.
again on a jack.
Big gambler.
Is she right? A big bet on the
All of
jack.
it lower.
Yes, she's right.
Okay, not a good card. $50 higher.
$50 higher than a 7? Oh, well,
Okay.
only lost 50. Got a better card. As we move up to 5, we'll give you the other 200. You have $950.
Let's change that card.
You can change it. Let's see if we can get a good one. Come on.
Good
a queen.
card. Okay.
$950.
$800 lower.
$800. Lower than a queen? Yes, with a 5. $1,750,
I've never had
Nancy.
this much money in my entire life. Okay, not a real good card. 200 of it higher.
$200. Higher than a 5? Yes, with an ace. $1,950, Nancy.
$1,800 lower.
$1,800. Lower than an ace? Yes, with a 3. And another great card. Up goes the 3. Nancy, you have $3,750. You must bet $1,875. You could bet more. What's the big bet?
I'm going to bet. I am going to bet 3/4 of it, whatever that is. I don't even know. Higher.
We'll leave it to the mathematicians. Whatever, it's a lot. 3/4 of the money that this card... You must say an exact number, Nancy.
Okay.
That's true. You've got $3,750.
$2,500 higher.
$2,500 higher than a 3. Come on, for Nancy. Oh, no. Oh, lousy 2. But, Nancy, look at the bright side. You held back, and that leaves you with the 200 in the game, $1,450. That's not too bad. It's good you held back. You must have had a feeling on that. Come on back here, Nancy. $1,450. Well, not too bad. We'll be back with this fine champion and a new challenger right after this.
I can't believe you got caught in the trap again with company coming over.
Here it comes.
Ever since they started putting new Cheese Mania cheese balls in the traps, you can't control yourself.
Oh, I like to go out for a cheese ball or two. Maybe if we had some white cheddar around here, I wouldn't have to go to the traps.
You're not the mouse I thought I married.
Oh, baby, don't say that. Have a cheese ball.
New Planters Cheese Mania. The best thing to happen to cheese lovers since cheese. In original, white cheddar, cheddar and sour cream and jalapeno cheese. Do you have Cheese Mania?
Okay, San Diego. We gave you the new Dr. Scholl's Dynastep Sport insert 5 weeks ago when you were in pain. How do you feel now?
With the inserts, when I play basketball, my lower back is much, much better.
Before I tried the inserts, I had shin splint pain. Now I don't.
After I put them in there, I have no pain on my foot.
Its U-shaped design cradles your foot so your feet hit the ground evenly.
I don't like to play in pain.
It's clinically proven among athletes to provide immediate relief from lower body pain.
I can run the Boston Marathon now.
The Dynastep has taken the tension off my knees.
Yes. I really can't dance.
If you haven't tried new Colgate Total Fresh Stripe, the minty fresh gel that fights cavities, tartar, plaque, gingivitis, and bad breath all day long, you haven't experienced toothpaste nirvana. New Colgate Total Fresh Stripe, the brushing that works between brushings.
Carol of Cleveland writes, I just discovered Cranberry Almond Crunch. A cereal with tangy sweet cranberries and sliced almonds is most unexpected. Just trying to keep you on your toes, Carol.
Post-Pride, post-Passion, post-Selects.
Okay, Nancy, Janice is dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards. Time to meet a new challenger on Card Sharks. Danny Barkman. Hi, Danny. Good to have you here. Won't you tell us about yourself?
Hi, I'm Danny Barkman. I'm a pilot and engineer in the Air Force. I am currently working on the space shuttle, designing satellites. I've flown everything from hang gliders to supersonic jets, and among other hobbies, I make homemade beer.
Oh, sounds like a fascinating hobby. But I must ask you about the space shuttle. Is there any possibility that you yourself may wind up flying up there or
I'm
something?
certainly working on it.
Well, that sounds like it'll be exciting. Hope you're going to have a good time with us. You cut your cards?
Sure did.
Then here we go. Best 2 games out of 3 starts with a question to Nancy. Nancy, we polled 100 women who support the women's liberation movement. They all belong to the National Organization for Women. And we asked them, tell the truth. When you hear about a couple getting a divorce, do you usually assume it's the man's fault? How many feminists said, yeah, they usually assume a divorce is the man's fault?
I think it's easy to always blame it on someone else, and since I'm a woman, I would blame it on the men. But I think that that's going to be a high number, and I'll say about 60.
60 out of 100 say, yeah, it's usually the man's fault. Danny, what do you think?
No, I'm a liberated bachelor, and I don't think it's always the man's fault. I think it's lower.
You say lower. The actual number of feminists who assume a divorce is usually the man's fault is 18. Danny is right. It is lower.
Yes.
They were liberated. And Danny starts the match with a 4.
Outstanding. Good. Higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, a 7.
Good. I'll freeze on that.
We move over the freeze bar. Danny gets a 1-card advantage. Danny, we asked 100 men. Now, if we told you that you could go home, listen carefully to this, 100 men. If we told you you could go home as soon as you finished doing your work, could you do your job in half the time it takes now?
Oh, certain.
Well, how many men said they could? That's all right, yes. How many men said they could do their work in half the time?
Oh, certainly. I'm a firm believer in efficiency. I'll say a good 65.
65 out of 100 said, yeah, they could get done in half the time if it would let them go home then.
I think that's going to be a lot lower.
You don't think so? Lower.
Yeah.
The actual number of men who could finish their work in half the time is 42. It's a little lower. Nancy, you get it.
Okay.
And Nancy, we'll start you off with a king.
Oh, good card. Lower.
Lower than a king, a 3.
Good card. Higher.
Higher than a 3, a 7.
I'm going to freeze.
And 3 spades work out very well for Nancy. Nancy, question 3 to you. Nancy, we found 100 people over the age of 90.
Oh, my goodness.
And we asked them, do you attribute... She's only 23. She thinks that's ancient. People over the age of 90 and asked them... Actually, it is rather ancient, isn't it? Do you attribute your long life to clean living? How many people in their 90s do attribute their long life to clean living?
I don't think very many. Because if they had a really nitty-gritty, happy-go-lucky life, they kept really active.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's going to be a high number. I think that's going to be about 70.
70 out of 100 attribute their long life to clean living, Danny.
I had the great experience in college of knowing a 96-year-old man, and he smoked and drank and cussed with the best of them. I think it's higher.
You say higher?
Yes.
The actual number of people in their 90s who do attribute their long life to clean living is 90. It is higher, Danny. What I would like to know, though, is how did the other 10 do it? That's the way I'd like to. Danny, you've got a 7.
I'd like to change that card.
You can change it, and the 7 becomes a 7. Still.
I'll go higher.
Higher than a 7. Yes, it is.
Lower.
Lower than an ace. A 10.
Lower.
He's going to go for it for the first game of the match. Lower. No. Took a chance that did not pay off, and it's a big break for Nancy with a 7. Call this.
Higher.
Higher than a 7. Yes, a 9.
Lower.
She's going to risk it for the win. Lower. Yeah! That pays off for Nancy. And 5 cards turned over, and Nancy has game 1. We'll be right back right after this.
If you can unscramble this, would you like a hint? You're so good. You ought to be on a game show.
Wheel of Fortune coming up next, only on Game Show Network.
Something wonderful has arrived to help keep diaper rash away. Introducing Pampers Rash Guard. The first and only diaper specially designed to help treat and prevent diaper rash. With a hypoallergenic protectant that helps babies' delicate skin stay healthy. Leading pediatricians said they'd recommend Rash Guard. The new diaper, clinically proven to help protect against diaper rash. Day in and day out. Look for the new arrival. New Pampers Rash Guard.
How come you do me like you do? How come you do me
Even if you
like
can't always treat your wood furniture with kid gloves, always treat it to Pledge. Because Pledge does what's right for your wood. Its conditioners care for and protect it far longer than dusting sprays. So treat your furniture like you do. Just let Pledge do your furniture right. S.C. Johnson Wax.
While some folks couldn't sleep, you were peacefully sleeping thanks to new Simply Sleep from the makers of Tylenol PM. It's non-habit forming and eases you into a restful night's sleep. New Simply Sleep.
However you choose to nourish the inside of your body, nourish the outside with new Dove Nutrium. It's unlike anything you've seen or felt before. On one side, a gentle cleanser. The other, a nutrient-rich body lotion with vitamin E. New Dove Nutrium. It goes beyond moisturizing to nourish more than any other body wash. Nutrium, for soft and nourished skin.
So the champion is game number 1. Janice is dealing out. Same 2 decks of cards. We'll start game 2 with a question to you, Danny. And Danny, you need this game. Danny, we asked 100 people who regularly watch The Tonight Show. If Johnny Carson quits The Tonight Show, will you quit watching? How many people who watch The Tonight Show said they would stop watching if Johnny Carson quits?
Oh, there's not much else better on than The Tonight Show on the other stations, so I think a lot of people are going to stay with it. I'll say about 65 would stay with it.
How many would quit?
Oh, quit. I'm sorry. Let's go just the opposite way. I'll say 35 would quit.
35 out of 100 said they'll quit watching if Johnny Carson leaves.
Oh, I think it's going to be a higher number because I know for myself I would not want to stop listening to him because he's always talking about Oxnard and how bad Oxnard is. And I live there, and Oxnard's a nice place to live. So I think it's going to be higher.
Okay, you say higher. The actual number of people who would quit watching The Tonight Show is 52, and it is higher. Nancy, yes. 52. More, that's very interesting. More than half would stop watching if Johnny leaves. And Nancy, you'll start off with a queen.
Oh, good card. Lower.
Lower than a queen. A 6.
I'm going to freeze.
You'll freeze. We move over the freeze bar. And the next question goes to Nancy. Nancy, we asked 100 married men who own a dog. Who would you rather spend an evening with? Your dog or your mother-in-law? How many married men would rather spend an evening with their dog, if that's not redundant?
I don't know. It seems to always be a problem. Men are never really that enchanted with their mothers-in-law, so I'm going to say go with the dog.
Yes, how many would rather spend an evening with a dog?
A high number, I'd say 65.
65 out of 100 would rather be with their dog than their mother-in-law.
Gosh. I think people like the interpersonal relations. I think it's going to be a little bit lower than just with the dog.
You say lower. All right, 65. I was teasing about the mother-in-law. I adore my mother-in-law. I really do. The actual number of married men who would rather spend an evening with their dog than their mother-in-law is 51. It's lower. Danny. Danny, you'll start off now with a jack.
Yes. Lower.
Lower than a jack. Oh, no, a king is not lower. Nancy, a break for you to play off the 6 and call this.
Okay, let's go higher.
Higher than a 6. No. 4, not higher. Janice fills in the spaces. Question 3 to you, Danny. Danny, we asked 100 college men at UCLA. Would you rather graduate number 1 in your class or be the star of the football team? How many college men said they would rather be the star of the football team?
Oh, I loved partying when I was in college. I could never study much to be number 1 in my class. So I think a good maybe 55 would rather be the star of the football team.
55 would rather be the football star than tops in the class.
I think it's going to be higher than that because the thought of being any kind of a star would be enchanting to anyone.
Higher. The actual number of college men who would rather be the star of the football team is 37. Not higher, Danny. Well, a little closer to the grindstone than you thought. Danny, you've got a jack.
I'm going to stick with that. I'll go lower.
Lower than the jack? Yes, a 5.
Good. Yes. Higher.
Higher than a 5. No. Again, Danny cannot get past that second card. Nancy with a 6. Call this.
Let's go with it again and go higher.
Higher than the 6? She's right this time.
Lower.
Lower than the queen, a 5.
Good card. Let's go all the way higher.
If this is higher, Nancy has the championship for the win. Yes! Nancy does it again. Well, Danny, you just couldn't get past that second card. Good luck with the space shuttle. We wish you well. Danny Barkman. Thank you, Danny. Nancy, come on down here with me. And we'll be right back with this champion right after this. Congratulations.
This summer, brace yourself for a global event so intense it will have the masses frozen in its shadow. From the producers of Sunny Delight comes Eclipse. 3 refreshingly light tastes, cool natural juice flavors. Nothing on earth will prepare you for this thirst-destroying, life-electrifying phenomenon. Eclipse. Reach for the cooler side of the sun.
So full of life, savors. The refreshing flavor of life.
Everybody has suffered from the effects of a bad night's sleep, whether from minor back pain, heartburn, or just because you can't get comfortable. And the constant tossing and turning at night can make you feel like you're in the middle of a cliffhanger. We at Sleep Comfort want to mail you our free video and brochure showing how our adjustable bed can give you that better night's sleep you've always dreamed about. Our soothing massage and pillow top mattress gives you the feeling you're in a tropical paradise. And the dream gets better, because now adjustable beds have become affordable for everyone. With no money down, our Jubilee model is only $19 per month. And we give you 90 days to sleep on our bed with no risk. If you don't like it, send it back. So call now to receive this free video and brochure about the adjustable bed that only costs $19 per month and comes with a free 90-day in-home trial. Call now.
Call 1-800-489-6444. 1-800-489-6444.
Hey, watch this. We've got the glamorous Vanna White on Wheel of Fortune up next, followed by Jeopardy and Inquisition.
Nancy was talking about thinking personally, and she said, I can't wait till I'm 90 so I can answer some of the questions. All right. Nancy goes for the big money with the money cards on our next show, so bye-bye. We'll see you then.
A representative of the studio audience will receive American Electric's kitchen appliances, including the work-saving American food processor. It cuts, shreds, chops, pares, slices, blends, grinds, and grates. It can turn a cook into a chef furnished by American Electric Corporation. And some of our contestants will receive Toastmasters System 3 slow heat oven broiler. Bakes, broils, roasts entire meals in separate dishes for 4 to 6 persons. Continuous cleaning Toastmaster. And a magnificently styled Viking cooler chest by B. Rugged holds a Viking-sized storehouse of food, adds to your outdoor pleasure. And Blue Luster Shampoo and Blue Luster Plus Carpet Shampoo with grease cutters and brighteners to remove ground-in dirt and grime. And Dundee makes up-to-date towels with old-fashioned charm like Caprice shown here. Dundee makes a lot of other beautiful patterns, too. Speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.